Hello, Hattiesburg. Warm welcome to all our listeners tuning in today. I'm Adeline Fields, filling in as your host for Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio, since Abby's out sick right now. We've got an exciting lineup for you today with all the updates, news, and stories you need to know. We're also bringing you Mississippi Moments with Alberta Spinks and a news wrap with Miss Renika, plus a very special guest, the Grinch, who will be joining us later to share some exciting insights. Stay right here because we've got so much in store for you, but first, a quick word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. Southern Miss Today will be right back.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Sponsorship comes from American Graphics. Located at 8 Commercial Warehouse Drive in Hattiesburg, American Graphics provides custom screen printing and embroidery. They can be reached by phone at 601-602-2277. And the website is goamericangraphics.com. American Graphics, printing at its finest.
Welcome back. In campus news, USM celebrates achievements in scholarship creativity at Annual Research Day. Faculty, staff, and students at the University of Southern Mississippi participated in various research, scholarship, and creative activities at the Annual Research Day earlier this month at the Marine Education Center in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. The day showcased dynamic insights into marine science, hydrography, forensic science, health, and more. Gathering brought all USM campuses together for a long day event. Presentations and interactive activities allowed attendees to dive deeper into concepts not familiar to one's own area of study and come together for the love of science and community. Research Showcase Awards were presented at the end of the day. Also in campus news, USM School of Construction and Design faculty awarded research grant from the U.S. Department of Labor. 3 faculty members in the School of Construction and Design at the University of Southern Mississippi are developing a comprehensive training program tailored to construction industry professionals on the safe use, handling, storage, and disposal of lithium-ion batteries with an emphasis on hazard identification, preventative measures, and emergency response. The one-year project is made possible by Susan Harwood training grant through the U.S. Department of Labor's Occupational Safety and Health Administration Agency. The team includes Dr. Fan Zhang, Associate Professor in Construction Management Program Coordinator, assistant professors, and co-principal investigators. They expect to have students join them in their research efforts soon to obtain their goal of mitigating risks and ensuring worker safety and site security, as lithium-ion batteries are increasingly used in tools, equipment, and energy storage systems on construction sites. In Hattiesburg news, improvements to Hattiesburg City Hall are coming soon. In Tuesday night's Hattiesburg City Council meeting, council members voted unanimously to accept and approve bids for repairs to City Hall. Earlier this year, the city received nearly $100,000 worth of grant money through the Mississippi Department of Archives and History for some improvements to parts of the building. However, they had a water pipe burst which turned minor repairs into a $500,000 project. The city will use the $100,000 grant money for the project and pay the rest through general funds. In Mississippi news, the holidays are quickly approaching, and the Pine Belt families are looking to make sure their children have a normal Christmas regardless of their living situation. For the last 40 years, the Domestic Abuse Family Shelter has served 11 counties across the Pine Belt. The shelter is for men and women who are survivors of any type of abuse. Numbers tend to go up and down for the families they serve, but right now the shelter is full. Most of those at the shelter are children, and the organization said it needs help with age-appropriate gifts for teens this Christmas. The organization has created an Amazon wish list and started a Gold Horizons toy drive where donations can be dropped off at Northeast Jones High School and the shelter. However, not only are the needs for people when they are at the shelter, the program generally lasts 90 days, but families still need help afterwards. House essentials like pots, pans, towels, and linen are also a big need. That's your news update from Southern Miss today. Next, we'll have the latest in sports, weather, so stay tuned. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mr. Sippy Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mr. Sippy Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
Never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you Mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back with our action-packed sports segment. Let's dive into the latest scores, highlights, and sports. Get your jerseys on because it's game time. Our next football game will be against South Alabama this Saturday, November 23rd. Go Eagles. Today, Thursday, November 21st, the women's volleyball team will be going on to the second round. On Friday, the 22nd, the beach volleyball team will be playing in the Tulare Fall Tournament in Elmwood, Louisiana. The women's volleyball team will be continuing to the quarterfinals. On Saturday, the 23rd, the women's basketball team will be playing against Baylor in Paradise Island, Bahamas. The beach volleyball team will be finishing up their tournament, and women's volleyball will be on to the semifinals. On the 24th, this Sunday, the men's basketball team will be playing against Montana State in Bozeman, Montana. Head to southernmiss.com to keep up with all the Golden Eagles sports activities. As for our weather today, look for a low of 39 with a low chance of rain and a high of 62. The feels like for today is 34 to 61. Tomorrow, look for a low of 40 and a high of 60 with a low chance of rain. Tomorrow's feels like is 35 to 61. Up next, we have Mississippi Moments produced by the Center for Oral History and Cultural Heritage with Alberta Spinks remembering the generosity of her community during the Great Depression. Check it out.
This is Mississippi Moments, produced by the Center for Oral History and Cultural Heritage at the University of Southern Mississippi and supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. I'm Bill Ellison. During the Great Depression, many Americans relied on food assistance provided by the government. Alberta Spinks describes how her family shared the vegetables and meat they raised with their community.
Well, at that time, it wasn't much of depression because a lot of folk, they farmed. We killed cows. My daddy killed cows when we was in summer. He'd kill enough hogs so everybody in that community could get a mess of meat. My mother, whether we farmed or not, she always had a big garden. And you talking about a prosperous garden. My mother had 18 children and all. And there'd be somebody to go to the field and help work the crops out. Had cows to milk. My mother didn't sell anything. They gave it away. They milked the cows. And if anybody wanted any milk and butter, they came and got it. They didn't sell milk and either butter. We gave it away. Back then and there was some of the best times there were when it comes to caring and sharing with one another. Whatever one had, the other one had.
Bill Ellison hosts Voices of Our People World War II, a new podcast from Mississippi Moments, sponsored by the Mississippi Humanities Council. That's Voices of Our People World War II, wherever you get your podcasts.
That was your Mississippi Moment for today. Coming up, we have the privilege of hearing from the Grinch.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mr. Sippy Beverages. Mr. Sippy Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mr. Sippy Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mr. Sippy Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
My simple solution to the problem was remove people from the scene and help them feel safer.
In response to attacks against Asian Americans, Maddie Park raised over $250,000 to donate cab rides to the Asian community.
There is so much more work to be done. We really need to come together and tackle this issue as a community.
Support the Asian community. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
Now, please give a warm Golden Eagle welcome to the Grinch.
Hello, everybody.
How did you get involved in planning events like Grinchmas at Sangerville?
Well, you see, everyone loves the Grinch. So the Grinch, he comes and he helps out the singer. We're gonna do a little photo shoot. We're gonna do stuff. They call me, I come. That's usually how it works for me.
All right, that sounds like fun. Jumping into the event itself, Grinchmas at Sangerville sounds like a really fun and creative celebration. What inspired the collaboration between the Sanger Theater and the Pocket Museum?
Well, you see, they're neighbors. They are one and the same. They also work for the same big guy, the Hattiesburg Convention Commission. So both of them are under the Hattiesburg Convention Commission. So we like to work together and bring happiness here into Hattiesburg.
All right. Well, looking at the lineup of activities for the evening, it looks like you guys have planned some exciting events like Snow in the Pocket Alley and rides on the Grinchmobile. Which of these are you anticipating families will enjoy the most?
Well, the Grinchmobile, duh. The Grinchmobile, of course.
It does sound like a blast. Speaking of fun activities, the pet-friendly photo op where families can dress up their pups as Max is such a creative idea. Have you seen a big response to this in the past, and what inspired this part of the event?
So this is actually the second time we've let dogs into the theater. Max is the one that sold it for him this year to decide that he's a cute little puppy. You can't let the guy out in the cold. So what we're going to do is, yes, you can bring your pups. We have little antlers they can look like Max. Of course, they'll never be Max, but they'll look like him. So yeah, you can do a photo op with your family and have a wonderful night.
I think that's definitely a great addition to the event since Hattiesburg has such a large animal lover community. I also wanted to talk about how much I love the theme's extension to refreshments y'all are providing, the free Seuss juice and cookies. Could you share a little bit more about who came up with the idea and how it adds to the festive experience?
Well, that would rely on our food and beverage department and also the Pocket Museum. The Pocket Museum, it's free for entry and stuff, so we like to give back to the community. The Grinch loves money and things, but every now and then I have a soft spot in my heart where we'll do free things for the community. So that's where we're at. We're going to do free cookies, which are Grinch-themed cookies, by the way, and then we'll have the Seuss juice.
Well, that's very generous. For families planning to attend, what's something they should know ahead of time to make the most of the evening? Do you have any tips for things like parking, lines, or navigating between activities?
Yes, so like we said earlier, the Grinchmobile will be giving rides out around downtown to the other participating businesses. But yeah, just get there early. We'll start our event at 5:30. 5:30. So from there on, we have Blooms is part of this event, the Author Shop, the 6th Street Museum District, and so yeah, just get there early, find parking, plenty of parking downtown.
Awesome. I think I also noticed there will be some Grinch-themed merch and concessions available for purchase. Are there any must-have items or fun surprises you think attendees will be excited about?
Oh yes, we got stuff for the kiddos, the little kitties. They like to scream and run wild. So we'll have stuff for them to do and play with to keep them occupied. We'll also have alcoholic beverages for the adults there. So bring the whole family and just come out and enjoy a night in downtown Hattiesburg.
Sounds like you guys have something for everybody. Thinking beyond Grinchmas, events like this show how much the Sanger Theater contributes to the Hattiesburg community. What other exciting events or plans can we look forward to in the coming months?
Well, we have something at the Sanger this holiday season. It's a Sanger sing-along. So what it is we will be playing 4 different movies. They have a sing-along version. We'll have interactive singers and another family event that we have. We also have a ballet that's coming up with the little tutus. But yes, so there's a lot of things. If you ever just visit the Hattiesburg Sanger website, you'll find everything you need right there for all of our upcoming shows.
Thank you. If there's one feeling or takeaway you hope that attendees leave with after Grinchmas, what would that be?
Happiness in their heart. Of course, the Grinch isn't always happy, but when seeing other people happy makes me happy. So happiness and memories that will last forever.
Well, it looks like the Grinch's heart is growing some. Thank you so much for coming on today and providing some insights into the Sanger Theater and Grinchmas event. Next up, we've got Nishranika reporting on the hackathon.
For Southern Miss Student Media, I'm Nishranika. Like most people listening, I love my AI. Meta AI has saved my friends from having to listen to the same things 15 times a day on countless occasions. Southern Miss seems to have embraced my spirit. The theme for the school hackathon, or hatchathon, this year was reclaiming time with generative AI. In the competition, students made different AI that solved real-life problems using AI to help save time. James Wilcock, the director of the Center for Entrepreneurship, speaks more on the competition.
We just wrapped up our second annual Hatchathon, which is a university hackathon focused on accelerated problem solving. Last year was our pilot. We had about 52 students that participated last year. We had a 60% increase in this year's participation. Amazing ideas that were being developed by students from across campus, a lot of computing science and computer engineering students, but you found students from biological sciences and physics, entrepreneurship, business, who were working together around the theme of this year.
The first place winner of the 2024 Hashathon was Cohesion, which helps with easy creation, documentation, organization, and export of different data. The second place was won by Prep AI, which offers personalized study planners for students. The third place was Samantha, which syncs Outlook and Google Calendar to help find a time for team meetings. Seymour won the People's Choice Award. It is a search extension for USM's website that allows users to search for information within the college website. The students were really excited for the competition. A student, Stephen Josie, shares his excitement.
I'm very excited today. I thought I would be nervous, but I'm excited. Not just to present my own project, but to see what my friends have made, what the other teams have made, and I hope the better person wins.
So many great AI there that have not been launched. I was a little jealous of the creators that could use those anytime they wanted. For example, there was this AI that does your literature review for you. And would that not be so important this time of the semester? But while I have to do all 5,000 of my literature review myself for now, there were different companies looking to invest into some of the AI they deemed important. I hope one of them was the literature review AI. For Southern Miss Student Media, I'm Nishranika.
Thank you for listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. We are so grateful for Seb Hodges, our audio engineer, and Michaelin Williams, our film producer, for keeping this bird soaring. We especially want to thank our program director, Shania Williams, our executive producer, Oari, and our general manager, Dr. Martin. And of course, thank you to our guests and listeners for making this show what it is. That's all for today on Southern Miss Radio. Thank you all for listening, and remember to stay golden, stay brilliant, and as always, Southern Miss to the top. I'm your host and assistant producer, Adeline Fields, signing off.
Sponsorship comes from Southern Beverage, your local Michelob Ultra distributor. Michelob Ultra has significantly fewer carbs and calories per serving if you are watching those in your diet. You can reach Southern Beverage by phone at 601-268-9111, or you can find them on the internet at southernbeverage.com. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri, and Southern Beverage ask you to please drink responsibly.
Put a frog in boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As veterans, we tell ourselves the lie that we can handle anything. We let the water boil. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.